Good morning, Scott. Students, staff, parents, and people who are bored and searching any video that they possibly can. Today is April 6th of this infamous 2020, and here is your announcements. First off, a quick shout out to today is National Student Athlete Day, so we like to give a quick shout out to all student athletes, whether they're going to do track, if they ran cross country, they did football, basketball, wrestling. Hopefully we're not missing anything else. What's that? Soccer was coming up, so we like to give a shout out to those student athletes. It's not tough or it's not easy to do what you're doing, and hats off to you. Our fun fact for the day: strawberries. You may know them as the red fruit, but they also come in white, green, and also yellow. So if you find one, please don't be alarmed. Students, schedule for this week. If you weren't informed, or you were informed and maybe you just forgot, e-learning will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Your assignments are still due, but this way you have a little more extra time to complete those assignments. And with that, it's tough to do what you're doing, and it's tough to on all ends, just because it's so unusual. But by all means, we'll get through this, and we plan on being back in August. And for our 8th graders, good luck at Morton or wherever you choose to go. We're sorry that we didn't get to have a proper send-off to you guys, but we're sure that you guys will do a heck of a job at the next level. That brings us to our Hot Take Corner. It's a new segment that we just came up on the spot here. With that, I had to force to make something up here. And with that, there's only so much TV you can watch during these times. It is really getting tired of sitting on that couch watching TV. So if you know what I'm talking about, then hats off to you as well. And that brings us to our birthdays. We got a happy birthday goes out to, well, this one was on Saturday, so happy birthday to Amani Dean. Happy birthday today goes out to Brianna Black, Zuhi Limas, Audric Love, Renaya Turner, and also the guy that's set towards the back of the cafeteria with a group of about 8 students. Really enjoyed Pizza Day, Billy D. Williams. So happy birthday to all you guys. I would say come down to Student Services and get your birthday book, but just imagine it. How's that? So, and finally, before we go, before you ask about pledge, it is a work in progress. We have to get the music. We have to order some ambiance to help with this area. So, pledge is coming. You can do it on your own, though. That brings us to our lunch. So, if you're like me, the lunch for the day, probably PBJ, maybe with grape jelly this time instead of raspberry jelly. Always with the creamy peanut butter that spreads easier. And with bread, it's looking like white bread is pretty much we're out of wheat bread. Yeah, so it's gonna be white bread. Possibly we might go with salad if there's any spinach left. We'll see. So your lunch might be a little bit different than mine. Maybe with a fruit roll-up. Either way, if you do get a fruit roll-up, consider yourself lucky. That appears to be all for your announcements. Have yourselves a great